Hi, I'm Danielle with Stitch and Designs. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour of my workspace, so continue to watch and follow along with me. So when we moved in, this was originally our office space. I apologize. I'm going to try to come in here. So as you see down, if I can get my finger in, all of that is just different bag hardware. Those are my zipper pulls. That's on, sorry, that's zipper tape. That's all my zipper pulls, and they're kind of organized by color. So like that's bronze, gunmetal, silver, gold, and rose gold, and then rainbow, and then the enamel colored ones. And then that's just like, where's my finger? Oop, too far over. And all this stuff up here is just like random, like that striped one is my hot glue gun. So just random stuff that's up there. And so we got my serger station over here, an extra little cut table, my industrial, which all those green baskets are different clothing items that I need to make. This is my single needle, but also my regular sewing machine that has my walking foot. And those are my work in progress backpacks. I'm just waiting for stuff to come in to be able to make it. Drawers, that's all thread, and then this is like random like tools and stuff like that. And this is like randomness, and this is Cricut stuff somewhere in there. Those are piles of clothes that I've made that I have yet to hem. I'm horrible at hemming. It's like the last thing I really want to do. This is my husband's workstation, and so he builds and flies drone. Like that's one of his friend's drones that he like his friend does a lot of stuff for like commercials and videos and stuff like that. So that's one that he's working on fixing. So that's all his workstation. It's actually clean. It was horrible. It was covered in stuff. It was absolutely horrible. Those are my printers. My husband got tired of me asking him to go print stuff, so he got me a black and white laser and a color one. Color one's definitely a lot slower, so I don't use it as much. And then in the drawers, so these are all my different sheets of vinyl. And then I didn't have enough room for my new ones that I got from Whimsical, so they're just kind of hanging out in here. This is a Cricut drawer. This is my, what is this, temporary and permanent vinyl. So that's all in that drawer. I think I have a vinyl problem, but my problem is I don't use it. I need to start using it more. So these are all my beautiful rolls from various different companies. I have, yeah, it's all stacked. I think this is technically supposed to be the short vinyl drawer. Yeah, oops, sorry, I lost angle. Yeah, see, this is my short drawer, but my long drawer, or my 12 inches are supposed to be in here. Yeah, and then my 18-inch drawer. Oops. Got all this stuff there, is full. So then my 18 inchers had to go take over that other run, but they don't fit quite as nice. Yeah, so I probably need to unstack that. Oh, I have some 12 inches in here. Oh yeah, the shiny stuff. Shiny is good for applique. It makes for fun. Yeah, I have such a variety of stuff. I need to really start sewing with vinyl. And this is just like random small rolls of vinyl and randomness. A lot of good stuff for applique. And this is all my heat transfer vinyl for my Cricut that I don't use very often, but it's definitely nice to have a variety. Then my messy floor. This is my first multi-needle. This is my 6-inch. This is Data. Yeah, little dusty. This is my embroidery cut table, or my main one that I use for the most part for a lot of different stuff, and all my stuff that's due. And so yeah, all the key fobs I was working on earlier in the bowl, and then I sit on a yoga ball over here just because my dogs like to lay around and I move so much that I don't want to run over their tails, and it's convenient. And this big bad boy over here is my 10 needle. I'm still working on a name. It's going to be Star Trek themed. So, well, I'm still working on it. I've had it for a while, but still working on it. Love this machine. And this is my thread corner. I ended up going to an estate sale that a friend told me about that was out here. And I got bags, and I mean multiple bags of embroidery thread. So now I have like a huge section of it. But it also includes, there's some, I got my, let me see if I can get my finger in. There we go. All my extra serger threads over there. And then I got some big rolls and whatnot. And this opening, there's Willow and Maple, my littles. So this opening was not here, and my dad put in an opening. So technically what we're looking at is my guest room. Oh, and all the way up here, there's my box of webbing, which is going to end up turning into 2 boxes. And there's all my stabilizer for all the different types of stuff that I need. And so walking through, as you can see, my wall of fabric. And that's where all the foam boards are. It just makes it look stuck so nicely and looks so pretty. That is not all custom fabric. There is a lot of stuff from local quilt shops, Joann's, or wherever I can get just like plain solids or just kind of cool coordinates to use for like the interiors with pockets for bags and simple stuff. And the doorway to this guest room turned into my little nook for all my vinyls and waterproof and water resistant canvases. Let me see if I can get around the kids on the floor. So yeah, all my the shorter stacks are down in the front, and that is a curtain rod or a shower curtain rod there to help hold them. And those are 3 and 4 inch big PVC. They're not the one with the holes in them, so they're like a solid piece. I can't remember what they're called, but they have them at like a Home Depot, Lowe's, or any like your local. I think I got a lot of them from Ace. They're on clearance because Ace bought out their original. Anyway, they brought out the whole old hardware store, so then that was the old stuff, so I got it like dirt cheap, which was really nice. And then I got all my big tall ones, and I roll my vinyl to where it's the long way, so that way when I cut for my straps, it's long enough that it will work for my straps. And then when I get down to where it's not long enough, then they rolled the other way. And then there's my stash of waterproof and water resistant canvas. And moving around, so in the closet, it's a mess. My workspace back here is messy. So, bag stuff, and then that's fabric that's been washed, but I don't know where to put it because I want to keep it separated so it's easier to find. More random fabric, that's going to be de-stash fabric, and then t-shirts for Cricut stuff. And these are patterns for myself, so like from the black hanger over, those are stuff for Poi and so my husband, and then that way those are my patterns. So definitely a lot more patterns for ladies. And then that's all just more fabric. A lot of it is fabric that's meant for outfits for both Poi and I, where the stuff behind us is mainly just for me. And then I have some waterproof, just solid waterproof canvas for the bags. And these are all of my bag patterns, and most of them aren't even actually printed, and I need to print them. So I'll just pull out one random. I don't even know which one this is. Okay, Country Cow Designs. I have yet to make this one. So, that stuff falls. So when I cut out the patterns will go to one side, and then I have the instructions either into hole punched in, or I just leave it loose. And lately I've been just leaving them loose because then I can take it out and then do it page by page. And now I'll have to put it back. And they are not color coordinated, but they are in alphabetical order by the name of the bag. So quite a bit. And then these are all patterns for various other people and various other sizes that I've made that I don't really use very often. And all that back there behind all of that, rows of stacked, that is technically all fabric on boards for quilts that I haven't made a quilt in like a year or 2 years, so I'm a little rusty on my quilt making. And those are all the lovely boards that you will see me wrap a little bit later. And this is my clothing rack. And so those are all, oop, there we go. That's all ribbon and various other randomness. My little project box from More Me Know. So yeah, these are all the various bases for clothing, not washed. Some of it's washed, not all of it. And then I have my coordinating stuff down below. And then down there is my tubs of like scraps, bigger pieces that I can use. So yeah, that's my workspace. And then those are just random embroidery things that I've tested or tested for other people that I don't know what to do with yet. So those go in kind of there. That's just fabric scrap that I'll end up either donating or turning it into dog beds or doing something with. I'm not sure yet. Oops, sorry, dog. And then these are all just my tubs for, so those, this one is my tub for my vinyl scraps that I use for my applique. So they're color based, so I like blacks, grays, browns, white, tan, orange, yellow, red, blues, greens, purples. And then these are all different like panels or panel sets for different things. So mostly woven. There's occasionally some cotton lycra in there. And then those two are my fat quarters. And underneath there is just randomness just stuffed in there. So yeah, that's my, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to spin too fast. That's my workroom. And then yeah, and then all my Disney stuffed animals. They've been up there since pretty much we've moved in. Some of them are probably super dusty. Thanks for joining me on the tour of my workspace. Watch out for part 2 of this video, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that. So using those foam boards to wrap up your fabric and make your fabric look like that. A wall of fabric. Thank you for watching, and again, watch out for part 2.